Hi everybody, Jessie here from jessiebanks.com, and today I have another coloring video for you all. What you're seeing me do now is I'm just slowly mapping in my clouds, but I'm coloring Tiddly Ink's Always Love You. I did this as an entire card front. You'll see the picture at the end of the video of the card. It is the colored image is the whole front of the card, so there's no real embellishing or anything like that. There's a couple layers of colored cardstock behind it. So I start by taking like my lightest gray here, which is C0, and mapping in where my clouds are going to go. You can actually see how much color is in that C0 marker when you're mapping it out, because look how dark they are on there. I mean, I know they're faint, but for as light as that marker seems when you use it in conjunction with the other C's or any other colors or whatever, however you choose to mix your Copic markers, there's a lot of pigment even in those really, really light colors. So once I get that done, now I'm going to come through and I'm just going to start adding the shadows to them. And we slowly work that around. So I do it in the cracks and pull some of them over on the loops. And I just I make it up as I go along, to be perfectly honest. There's no rhyme nor reason. I'm kind of doing wherever the clouds fold. Wherever I've drawn like a little bubble type-ish thing, I guess. And that's where I start with my darkest color. And that was C5, I do believe it is. It's off screen now, but if you back it up, it was on screen earlier. So once we get that, we come in, yeah, C5, C3, and then it'll be C0 again. And I just slowly work that out. I don't actually physically really color the clouds in, per se. It's more just outlining them and defining the shape. They aren't meant to be realistic or anything of that nature, so. I haven't done a video in a little while, so I'm really not sure what to talk about. Wow, I was actually starting to think I was getting okay at talking through a video, and now I'm like, tripping over my words because I'm not sure what to say. So, I'm adding a few little spots into this. I recorded this video a while ago, and I just haven't had time to do a voiceover. I was busy with other design team commitments, and I took a week of holidays. We went camping. It was wonderful. I did nothing but color. I think I colored almost 30 images the week I was on holidays. My voice is still a little messed up. We went to the local fair and did all sorts of family stuff, me and my son. So we're just slowly adding the shading, and you can see how I'm kind of pulling it in, but I'm never really coloring the clouds in. And then once I start with the blue on the sides and the background and everything and getting the sky involved, they pop a lot more. My cat's staring at something, and I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, so I'm getting this voiceover done so I can get this uploaded for you guys before I finish doing my deep cleaning of my house. Yay! Now we're coming in with B2, and I'm following the same thing as I did with the clouds, except I'm doing it on the outside of what I drew in. And I know at times my hand gets in the way, and you can see how now I'm even bringing it into her. Because, of course, the sky goes around her, too. So anywhere where there's folds or, like, corners on the image, I guess, is what I'm looking for. I'm adding some of the darker color. I love Tiddly Ink's images. They're so stinking cute. I recently, if you're on their Facebook page, I colored all 4 of the Mollies up and posted them. Because the Molly images are super cute. I love them. They're darling. Christy did a great job with those. So then we come in with our B1, and we're continuing the same thing as before. Everything's slowly getting stretched out a little bit more and a little bit more. I don't have this card in front of me, so I'm not even sure if I color the background incompletely. Oh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry, you guys. It takes a long time to do cards like these. I can color fairly fast with my Copics. And it still took me, this video was the footage before I before I sped everything up and everything else, was just under an hour long. So it takes a fair bit of time. And I sit down and I color. I usually do it once my son's in bed, and sit in the living room and I color and I film different coloring videos and things of that nature for you guys. So I hope you like them. I'll have more coming soon again. I know I kind of went on a lapse again there when I went on holidays and everything else. And oh, I do color it all in. with the B quadruple 0, which is a very, very light color. So we go through and we'll just color the whole background in. Hurrah! If I don't color it all in, I'll go over it with the 0 marker. Yeah, see. Figured it was one of the two. And the 0 marker had leaked a little bit. That's the wet spot you see underneath of the cap there. So we're just slowly filling it in. It's a very, very faint background. I was really happy with the way it turned out. I like it. And again, I like all Tiddly Inks images. I think they're a fantastic company, and I think that her images are amazing, so I like to color them. And then we're going to come in and do our skin, and I'm using my standard, well, one of my regular skin combinations. I add and subtract different colors from it, but the basis of it is always the same. So I'm starting with my E04 and mapping in all of my shadows. Then my E13. Something must have happened that I had to turn the camera off there for a minute. Then my E13, and I slowly start stretching them out. I did give her a little bubble nose. I love little bubble noses. They look so cute. E11, then there'll be E21. And every time I do it, I'm going completely over all the colors I did prior to it and just stretching everything forward. So I start right again at that baseline and I pull everything into the middle. And then my cheeks, I used R22 and R20 this time. I like to add those now because then when I go over with these lighter colors here, it blends them out. Instead of having to go back over it with the light colors. Because every time I go over it with a lighter color, it washes the color down, like it lightens it all up. Because those colors act like the colorless blender, right? So if you put a light color over dark color, it pushes the dark color around so that it looks a lot lighter. So then we come in and we're doing our tree, and I start with E49. And I'm doing my shadows, and I'm just tracing the artist drawn lines there. Underneath the owl. And in amongst the little leaves. E47. I try and hold things as straight as possible, but I find it so much easier if I turn when I color. So it all depends on what the image is and if I think I can do it all being the correct way for you guys, or if I have to turn the image. But in all honesty, if it's way easier for you guys to flip your image around over and over and over again, do it. You don't have to hold your image, the proper direction in order to color it. Sorry. My cat's chasing something around. Must be a little spider or something. I'll check it out after. Anyway, random thoughts. Sorry about that. So again, we're finishing it off with the E40s, and it's a pretty dark tree stump. I was happy with it. I'm happy with this entire image. I thought it turned out fantastic, so. And I keep saying that. What do I talk about? Okay, so we go into our hair, and our hair is going to be a blonde, I do believe. I think it ends up being blonde in the end. Well, kind of. It's like a strawberry-ish brownie blonde. Anyway, I really like it. It's my E50 combination. If I would have looked at the marker cap, I would have known exactly what I use. Do you have any certain combinations you use for your skin and hair and stuff all the time? I do. I reach for the same things all the time. I really need to start branching out. I wanted to kick this weekend with my colored pencils, and if you follow me on Instagram, I'll put the link down below. There's a lot of my pencil creations that I did over the week that I was on holidays on my Instagram account, and I'm debating on starting to film some of those for you guys, as people seemed really, really interested in them in the groups that I posted them in, like the stat manufacturers groups. So let me know if you guys like colored pencil and that kind of stuff, and I could do. There'll be longer videos. I'll probably have to break them up into sections, but we can definitely do some colored pencil because I like colored pencil. I killed a bunch of my colored pencils. I have to go to the city and buy some. So we're just finishing up her hair. Her dress is going to be a lovely purple color, but I think I do the leaves first. But it's just a slow process, and as I do my hair, when I do my hair, I do my hair backwards from everything else. When I do my hair, I do light to dark. When I do anything else, I color it dark to light. because I like to have those smooth transitions between the colors, but not in the hair. So when I'm doing the hair, you can see how my strokes just slowly get shorter and shorter as I'm going through and adding them. So they aren't nearly as long as they were before. There is a fly in here and it is driving me crazy. I will go get my fly swatter as soon as I finish recording this video. Nothing irritates me more than when a fly buzzes around your head. Okay, tangent, sorry. My leaves, I start with BG99. I'm sorry, all of my caps have been off screen. I'm usually way better about that. So this is one of my favorite leaf combinations. I use BG99 as my darkest shadow, and then I come in and I add my YGs. So I like those yellow or greens because they're nice and bright. I find them fairly bright and vivid, so I really, really enjoy them. YG 95, 91, and I usually add Y11 at the end. And I'm not sure if no, I didn't on this one. So I usually go over it with Y11 and it brightens everything back up, but V9. I gave her a purple dress. I don't color purple a lot. I find there's some colors that I don't use a whole ton, and I've been trying to get better about adding them to my cards, partially because I don't use them a lot, partially because all of the pattern paper I have in those colors don't get used because I don't color anything with them. So I'm slowly trying to get better at coloring things with that. So it's V09, V06. I skipped 04. I find in this color combination that V04 is a very neon. It doesn't flow nicely into the other colors that are there. Yeah, so now that I have left you guys in silence and didn't have a whole lot to talk about, I apologize. I'm going to get back into the swing of these videos, and that should hopefully get me back with lots of things to talk about for you. And make it better, because that was really horrible and I'm sorry. And I think I forgot to film the coloring of the L's. I apologize for that, but I guess I missed it. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.